Wednesday, mostly cloudy. Lows in the upper 50s. Tuesday, partly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. The coastal waters forecast for the following: Appalachia Bay or coastal waters from Keaton Beach to Ocklackney River, coastal waters from Ocklackney River to Apalachicola, waters from Swanee River to Apalachicola, Florida extending from 20 to 60 nautical miles, coastal waters from Okaloosa Walton County line to Mexico Beach out to 20 nautical miles, coastal waters from Mexico Beach to Apalachicola out to 20 nautical miles, waters from Okaloosa Walton County line to Mexico Beach 20 to 60 nautical miles, and waters from Mexico Beach to Apalachicola 20 to 60 nautical miles. Small craft advisory in effect until 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening. Tonight, southeast winds around 20 knots becoming southwest 50 knots after midnight. Seas 3 to 5 feet with occasional seas up to 6 feet. Dominant period 5 seconds. Protected waters a moderate chop. Patchy fog near the coast. Chance of showers and thunderstorms. Wednesday, southwest winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 2 to 4 feet. Dominant period 5 seconds. Protected waters a moderate chop. Patchy fog near the coast in the morning. Chance of showers and slight chance of thunderstorms in the morning. Wednesday night, west winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 2 to 4 feet. Dominant period 5 seconds. Protected waters a light chop. Thursday, west winds 5 to 10 knots becoming south 10 knots in the afternoon. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Dominant period 5 seconds. Protected waters a light chop. Thursday night, southeast winds 15 knots. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Dominant period 4 seconds. Protected waters a light chop. Friday, south winds 20 knots. Seas 3 to 5 feet with occasional seas up to 6 feet. Dominant period 5 seconds. Protected waters choppy. Showers with a chance of thunderstorms. Friday night, southwest winds 15 to 20 knots becoming west early in the morning. Seas 3 to 5 feet with occasional seas up to 6 feet. Dominant period 5 seconds. Protected waters choppy. Chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Saturday, northwest winds 15 to 20 knots. Seas 3 to 5 feet with occasional seas up to 6 feet. Dominant period 6 seconds. Protected waters a moderate chop. Slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Saturday night, north winds 15 to 20 knots. Seas 2 to 4 feet. Dominant period 5 seconds.
Alrighty, guys. I hope you all are doing good. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. I might be wondering why we actually are going live a little bit early. Honestly, I decided that we're going to go live a little bit earlier today because we have multiple days of severe weather expected here, and there's lots we do need to go over here. So, but guys, I hope you all are having a great day so far. I hope you guys are staying safe here, and we're going to go ahead and get right on into it here in a moment. So we're going to go ahead and finish getting everything set up, guys. We'll be back here in about 2 minutes or so hang tight. We'll be back here momentarily.
The following flags are flying at area beaches: Walton, Red Bay, Red State Park Gulf Beaches, Red West facing Gulf Beaches, Red South facing Gulf Beaches, Red Franklin, Red. Tide information for Tuesday, March 15th, 2022. St. Mark's River entrance. High 12:59 a.m., low 7:54 a.m., high 2:21 p.m., low 7:50 p.m. Apalachicola. High 1:38 a.m., low 9:53 a.m., high 4:55 p.m., low 9:39 p.m. St. Andrews Bay at Panama City. Low 6:27 a.m., high 9:23 p.m. Note that the times of high and low tide are 3 minutes earlier at Shell Point than at the St. Mark's River entrance. The average water temperature at Destin was 64.7 degrees. The average water temperature at Apalachicola was 62.6 degrees. Sunrise and sunset in Tallahassee. March 15th, 2022, sunrise 7:47 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, sunset 7:46 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. You're listening to NOAA weather radio station KIH-24 in Tallahassee, Florida, operating 24 hours a day on a frequency of 162.40 megahertz. This broadcast originates from your National Weather Service office in Tallahassee, Florida. The latest weather and forecast information can also be accessed by calling our automated forecast line at 850-942-8851. The current time is 6:43 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. These are the 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time conditions. At the Tallahassee Airport, it was cloudy. The temperature was 61 degrees. The wind was east at 3 miles an hour. At Florida State University, the temperature was 61 degrees. The wind was east at 7 miles an hour. At Apalachicola, it was cloudy. The temperature was 62 degrees. The wind was east at 14 miles an hour. At Panama City Northwest, light rain and fog were reported. The temperature was 62 degrees. The wind was southeast at 3 miles an hour.
Alrighty, guys, I hope y'all are doing good here. We're going to go ahead and get right on into it here. Because, like I said, we do have a bit we do need to talk about here. There is upcoming 6 days of severe weather. Yes, 6 days of severe weather. Today, tomorrow, day after that, skipping 2 days, and 2 other days after that. We'll go ahead and go back over all that in a second in terms of Storm Prediction Center, because they even issued it all the way out as far as it'll go in the convective outlook. So that just shows you literally how much confidence and how potentially crazy this could get here down the line. You know, like I was saying before, we are starting to move our way into the pattern here of essentially, coming into spring, because we're just now starting to exit winter here. You know, we've already been in meteorological spring here for 15 days already. It's the Ides of March right now, middle of March at the moment. So that is what we are dealing with. And like I said, this is only going to continue to, become more common as we do track more into spring here. So, but anyways, guys, I hope you all are doing good. I'm glad to see you guys here. Matt McCartney, as well as Jonathan. Welcome, guys. Hope you all are doing good. Glad to see you guys here again. And I hope you guys have been staying safe. So we're going to be going over everything, essentially here. We're going to be discussing what we can expect. So we're going to go ahead, guys, and switch right on over here to the radar view in regard to what is currently kicking off here. So obviously you do see some moisture that is across the southeast here. This has actually been kicking off here for a while. And if you guys were here yesterday during our coverage of the severe weather across eastern Texas, this is a system. It's already progressed relatively quickly. I mean, the system we were seeing right here, it's already way over here towards. It's starting to get ready to move its way into Tampa here soon, and it does look like a little bit ago. I didn't even notice this, but a little bit ago we actually did have a tornado warning that was near Tampa. Kind of what it looks like earlier. That's not in effect, or actually, wait a second. No, that's now. Okay, well, that's good. That's good that we just now got live so that we can actually cover this. I literally didn't even know that was now. I thought that was looping back in the past. But apparently, there is now a tornado warning that's now in effect here, just northeast of Dade City, just south of Center Hall. Wow, okay. We're going to go ahead and switch radar views then. Instead of the overall view, we're going to actually change our radar view here over to the local radar view in order to get some better scans here, and so we can activate some of those radar products we do actually need. I literally didn't even know that was current. I literally thought that was previous, but I guess it's it. We actually have some storms kicking off here. Wow, this is not that far away from Orlando either. This is just west of Orlando here. So yeah, this does expire here in 28 minutes. This will expire here at 7:15 p.m. Eastern time. So we have 27 minutes to go before this is canceled. But I'll tell you what, let's look at velocity, because I really don't know what's going on here in regard to things here. If my program wants to load, obviously it's not. Let's see if I can turn this off and back on. Sometimes turning things off and back on helps. I guess not in this case. I'll tell you what. Let me go ahead and switch to my screen here for a second. I'm going to go ahead and restart the program because it is being stupid for some reason. Yeah, it's been up for a while, so that's probably why. It's probably glitching a little bit. Yeah, it's been glitching here for a little bit. Let's see if we can pull it back up now. Severe potential. Is that a new mesoscale discussion? Okay, we're going to go ahead and bring back the radar view. So obviously we have a lot of heavy convection over starting to kind of kick off here. So like I said, it expires here in 26 minutes. So now let's yeah, that's on. Now we can change. Okay. Velocity mode. Oh yeah, we actually do. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of rotation actually kicking off with this. Look at this, just pretty much northeast of Dade City. currently kicking off here. This is moving its way here to the northeast, guys. Eventually, this does include Webster as well. This is tracking its way here to the northeast. Maybe eventually, if this does get expanded here, it will be near Groveland. But right now, there is no immediate danger for you. But you should definitely watch this because there's a tornadic storm right next to you. Like I said, this is literally just northeast here of Dade City and northeast of Tampa. And it's literally just between, like, the halfway point between Tampa and Orlando here. Let's go and see your rain says, I'm surprised they issued a tornado warning. There was only a 2% chance. And that chance is very low. Well, the reason they did issue a tornado warning is because there's actually rotation going on. That's why they issue tornado warnings, if they detect rotation or if the storm is expected to produce a tornado. The chance, the overall Storm Prediction Center outlook is a 2% chance. It is the lowest percent chance, but that basically shows that literally even in the lowest percent chances, there can still be tornadic storms here. Definitely for sure. I mean, it's happened many, many times before, and I'm telling you, it's going to happen again. So right now there is a bit of rotation here. Like I said, just northeast of Dade City, just basically southeast of Ridge Manor. And like I said, this is tracking its way here to the northeast here. This will expire in 25 minutes or at 7:15. 7:15 here Eastern time. Just to let you know, this is an Eastern time. If you guys do not know where this is at, this is located in Florida, just northeast of Tampa and just west here of Orlando. Tornado warning here in effect until 7:15. So not only is a tornado going to be a possibility, but hail up to 3/4 size inch is possible as well. So we have, multiple shots here at all types of severe weather here. Honestly, even some gusty winds can be expected. It does look like there is another meso going on with this system here as well. Obviously, the heaviest rotation is right here where I'm circling. But if you look up here just a little bit to the north, there is a bit of broad rotation. There is also another meso cyclone going on here. A bit of rotation is actually kicking off here just to the north of the heaviest area here of rotation. So, honestly, there's actually 2 patches of rotation that's currently kicking off here. So we're going to need to watch this. We're going to need to watch this here for the next little bit. Because, yeah, this actually does have maybe the potential. There you go. There's a TVS. Tornadic vortex or tornado vortex signature here. Base height, 4,000 feet here. Yeah, there's a bit of rotation going on here. We're going to need to keep an eye here on correlation coefficient as well. We're going to need to watch this. Let's go and see here. This is Dr. Lawrence, co-director of Atlantic Storm Center here in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. We are tracking this system. Well, obviously, welcome, Larry. Hope you're doing good. Glad to see you here. Yeah, we're monitoring this whole entire system here. And like I said, there is a tornado warning that just popped up here. There's really 2 areas of rotation, but the obvious one that we are mostly paying attention to is the one down here to the south. We can actually take a look at the correlation coefficient because there's no indicator right now that there is debris being kicked up. But obviously the velocity is showing some rotation going on. You got your strong outbounds and strong inbounds here. The radar is just here for... the radar is pretty much just south of Tampa. And like I said, guys, if you do not know how to read this scan... essentially how this works is the green is moving towards the radar and the red is doing the opposite. And this looks like the latest scan just came through, and it does look like that things are kicking up. So things are starting to heat up again. So like there is some tight rotation going on right here, as you can currently see. This tight compacted area here where you do see the outbounds and the inbounds, relatively close to one another. It's showing that we can signify that there might be some heavy rotation kicking off with this storm. And obviously that is likely going to be a scenario. And like I said, this is basically just northeast here of Dade City, just south of Webster. You are inside of this, and like I said, the scans are only getting a little bit more concerning here because over the last few frames, this is obviously some pretty strong rotation, and this is not something we should take lightly. Obviously, this is something that we do need to monitor very, very closely because, like I said, even with the lowest percent chance, that does show there's a possibility of tornadoes today. And obviously, we're seeing a possible indicator that a tornado might be forming, if not already on the ground here at the moment. So this is going to need additional monitoring, guys, seriously, because seriously, this is looking pretty heated. We're going to watch this very, very closely. We're going to see what happens here. Larry says coming off the coast of western Florida. And Jonathan, sorry, I forgot to read your comment. Please make sure if you're in the warning, do not be Dunkin' Donuts when it comes to a tornado warning. Yeah, guys, honestly, essentially what you got to do with these warnings is, even if there's not a tornado, which, meteorologists issue this for a specific reason. They're trained in the subject of knowing the signatures. Like I said, there is obviously, I can tell you right now, there is some very strong rotation going on with the storm. You should not take these lightly. Especially if there's a history of you saying that you've been in tornado warnings and obviously nothing has happened. It just takes one to do it, guys. And honestly, you should not take a tornado warning lightly, and you should definitely be in your shelters here. There's no avoiding this. You should definitely be in there. So, guys, please stay safe. And obviously, if you have any more questions here, you know that I'll be here for you guys. So if you are just now joining us, guys, first of all, we are currently dealing with a situation here. There's a tornado warning that just got issued here a little bit. Has 20 minutes to go. It will expire here at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Just northeast here of Dade City, we are seeing some pretty strong rotation here. You can currently see your inbounds and your outbounds here. So the radar is to the southwest, basically just south of Tampa here. And we are seeing all those inbound winds, basically the winds that are moving towards the radar. Honestly, is quite strong. Same thing for your outbounds as well. It's relatively a tight, compacted area here, right in this zone right there is showing that there's winds moving away from the radar and moving towards. So that basically just shows that we have two different directions and showing that there is likely some heavy rotation going on here right next to this. So let's go ahead and keep a peek here on the correlation coefficient, because we need to monitor this, because this will tell us if a tornado has been detected by radar in regard to debris. Maple says NWW, what's up, Maple? Welcome to the live stream. Glad to see you back here again. But yeah, that's what we're seeing here. We're going to need to monitor this pretty closely. Like I said, guys, this just now has been issued a little bit ago at 6:44. So about 11 minutes ago, this was just now issued, and this has essentially 19 more minutes to go until 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Like I said, this does include, this is just northeast of Dade City. This does include Webster, just southern portion here, Webster. Okay, let's see here. Let's pull up the latest scan on velocity. Okay, obviously the rotation's right here. It looks, the rotation is still going on here. It does look like a severe thunderstorm warning just now got issued, in the storm's path. So like I said, the tornado warning still remains in effect here. Like I said, this still remains in effect here for another 18 minutes. However, we actually do have a new severe thunderstorm warning that just now popped up here for bits of Leesburg, bits of Claremont as well. We are inside of this, as well as Tavares. That's basically where we are here. There is a severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect here. This is literally just pretty much northwest of Orlando. I would say at least 30 miles or so. Basically just west here of Orlando. And this is tracking its way here to the east. Now, like I said, this severe thunderstorm warning here indicated in the yellow polygon. This is basically showing that we are expecting the possibility of maybe damaging winds of up to 60 miles per hour, as well as hail could get up to 1 inch in diameter. That's basically the size of a quarter. That is possibility here. So, like I said, there is a threat for tornadoes for today, and obviously this is starting to show itself here as well. So it would not hurt, guys, if we keep a look on this, on this severe weather that's currently going on here. And like I said, there's a lot of severe weather that's on the way here over the next few days. I mean, literally, like I said, 6 days of severe weather is getting ready to kick off here. We'll look at the Storm Prediction Center in a second. Once this warning expires, then we'll dive more in depth of that. But I really don't like to keep this unmonitored for too long, because obviously this is something that we really need to look at, because this is a imminent impact. And this is obviously what is currently kicking off here. So, guys, please stay safe. And as always, as you might know, like I say, if you have any questions, guys, just feel free to throw them down in the chat here. I'll be here for you guys. And if you are on the channel, guys, do me a favor. Consider hitting that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated here. What's up? Nathan says, what about Orlando? Okay, so this storm is just west here of Orlando. There is no immediate dangers in Orlando. However, I will say you are in the severe threat for today. You do have a slight risk for severe weather. Severe threat level 2 out of 5. You can imagine a scale from 2 out of 5. It's, on the lower end of the spectrum, but the severe chance is still there, and you should still monitor it. Like I said, tornadoes is a concern today. In terms of the Storm Prediction Center here, the convective outlook, like I said, you are in a slight risk. If you are across the yellow, you're in that slight risk here. This does include Tampa, Cape Coral, bits of Daytona Beach, Orlando, as well as Palm Bay and Spring Hill. You are inside of this. Now, in regard to tornado chance, if you are across this dark green, you have the chance for tornadoes. And like I said, it's a low end of the spectrum, but still is a possibility here. Still is the possibility here. Like I said, this is this is showing a 2% chance that you could see a tornado, so you should honestly monitor this very closely. In regard to damaging winds here, there's also a 15% chance of damaging winds. 5% chance it spreads out a little bit further here. And then obviously a chance for hail. There's really not a hail chance for Florida, but the hail chance there is one here for bits of, one bits here for Alabama, as well as basically extreme southern Mississippi here. So that is what we are looking at, guys. We do have the chance here, and it does look like a mesoscale discussion. Is now issued here, as you can kind of see right here in this little thing here, this little squiggly bracket that you kind of see going on here. This is actually showing that there is, honestly, the possibility we could see a watch being issued. Now, in regard to how, if this is actually going to play out here, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. But let's go ahead, guys, and take a look here. Let's go see. Maple says, I'm in Orlando. Like I said, Orlando doesn't have an imminent threat at the moment. Orlando is located right here. You can see it right on the map. This system is literally just west. Orlando is located right here. And like I said, this is right here. And this is tracking its way in this direction. So it should, this storm in particular, is expected to dodge Orlando itself. But like I said, more storms can form. Like I said, those areas here are in those threat. So you need to be monitoring the weather here. So let's move back here. There's obviously a bit of turbulence still going on here. It expires in 14 minutes. This tornado warning here. And like I said, there's not only is tornado a possibility here, but there is a chance we could see some hail, basically 3/4 of an inch up here. So there's a possibility here. So we'll see what happens, guys. We're going to continue watching this. Like I said, I really don't like to, not look at this for too long. That, my friends, I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's... I'll tell you what, because I'm not really used to this radar. Let me pull it up on radar scope here. Let's go see Nathan. Thank you so much, Nathan. Greatly appreciated. So let me see here. I'm gonna go ahead, guys, and look this up on my other radar program. Look at correlation coefficient, because obviously you see the few little spots here. I don't think this is a debris ball, because if you look at velocity, it honestly, okay. This looks like it's a bit off-centered. We're going to watch this very closely. We're going to see what happens here. See if it goes confirmed or not, because, obviously it's kind of a bit hard to tell. But I don't think so. I'm not going to say it yet, but I'm going to look at my view here. Yeah, I don't think this is... Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. We'll watch it. We'll just see what happens here. See what happens with this. But like I said, regardless, guys, there is a tornado warning that is in effect here, and you should honestly monitor this. And like I said, there is some very strong rotation actually kicking off with this. So you should definitely not monitor this lightly. Seriously, you should not monitor this lightly. So we're going to need to watch this very, very closely, guys. And like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to throw them down in the chat. We could potentially see, obviously there's some very strong rotation that is kicking off with this. Like I said, this is just northeast here of Dade City, and just south here of Webster. And this is tracking its way here to the northeast. The rotation is still going on here. Obviously, the latest scan is just now popping through, and this is still, still showing a pretty decent area of rotation here. So we're gonna watch this. We're gonna see what happens. Like I said, guys, we do have the radar here just to the southwest. We're looking here at the Tampa radar. So Tampa's right here. It's just south of Tampa here. KTBW, if you guys want to follow along, if you guys are wondering here. And if we track our way up here to the tornado warning, like I said, it is to the southwest of the tornado warning. And if you do not know how to read this, essentially, this is velocity. If you know what velocity means, basically just the movement of something. In this case, it's the movement of air. So what we're seeing here is basically a tight, compacted area here. Like I said, the radar is far down this way. It's basically to the southwest. And the green is representing winds, in this case, air moving its way towards the radar, and the red is showing the opposite in terms of the winds moving away from the radar. So it's a relatively close, compacted area here where we are seeing strong winds move away and towards the radar, which is showing, hey, there's likely some rotation that's going on here. So that's what we're seeing. So, like I said, there's rotation here. Obviously, there's a tornado warning in place, and this will be in place here for another 11 minutes, and this might even be expanded. We'll see what happens. We'll see what the National Weather Service decides to show here. There goes my camera for the first time. If you guys are new to the channel, obviously, what you're going to learn here is that my camera loves to cut out on me. It's done it so many times already, so let's go ahead and pull this back up for you guys. There we go. So like I said, we're going to monitor this very, very closely, guys. We're going to see what exactly happens here. Going to keep an eye on correlation coefficient here. Going to see what happens. I'm also going to pull it up here on my phone because, like I said, this scan here, the one that I'm looking at here, I don't like this one as much as I like my other one. I think the smoothing makes it a little bit more worse. I think there's a way to turn it off. There you go. Okay, that actually works. Okay, so I'm going to turn off smoothing. I think that works a lot better, honestly. I really do like that without smoothing. But yeah. So no obvious debris ball yet. This is likely just some ice crystals in the upper atmosphere. But we're going to watch this. Oh, that latest scan just looked pretty violent. Let's see. We'll look at the... Yeah, right here. Right here is where we are seeing that rotation. And obviously, it is showing no sign of letting up either. This is honestly looking pretty crazy here. So like I said, guys, this does include... like I said, this is basically just northeast of... basically, this is just, northeast of Dade City here. Or Dade City, I should say. And just south of Webster. Nathan says, should I order in Orlando or find to go out to dinner in Orlando? Either way, I'm sure you'll be fine. Just what I recommend is that you just pay attention to the weather. I mean, like I said, right now, there's no imminent danger for you right now. There is, this cold front is driving its way towards the region. Obviously, to your southwest, there is a lot of storm activity starting to kick off here. But as you can see, Orlando right now is in the clear. So honestly, I'd say you're fine. If you leave right now, if you go and, go out to eat or whatever, I'm sure you'll be fine, but like I said, I just recommend that you just continue watching the weather, continue monitoring it, and see what happens. So Nathan, that's more of your call. Personally, I would do whatever. Honestly, I think you'll be fine if you do that. But just like I said, just pay attention. Would not hurt to keep an eye on the radar view or tune in the live stream for a little bit. If you would like to, it's totally your choice. I will say, though, you are in the severe threat for today, and the storms are just now starting to move their way through the region. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens here. I mean, obviously, right now we have this tornado warning that popped up here. Ooh. Okay, obviously we got a little bit of inflow going on here. That warm air is, gushing its way into the storm at the moment. That velocity scan is not looking so friendly either. That's a very... very, very tight area here of rotation. Let's go into your Lava Command. What's up, Lava Command? Welcome back. Did I know that it's the only 6th time during the past 10 years that a Day 8 risk has happened? Last time was 2019. Wow. That's crazy. I do know how rare the Day 8 risk is. And like I said, guys, we'll take a look at that more here in a second once this tornado warning dissipates. Because like I said, I really don't like to... leave these unmonitored, because obviously these are very, very important, and these obviously come first. But yeah, we'll watch it. We'll look at it here in a second. Like I said, we have a lot of days in line here for severe weather. This is literally only the beginning. So we're just gonna watch this. The latest scan is showing a bit more broad rotation that's heading in a good direction, but like I said before, like we have seen before. These are well known to recycle, and like we saw that yesterday. So guys, we're gonna watch this. Nathan says thanks. You're very, very welcome, Nathan. So guys, like I said, please stay safe out there, and obviously if you have any questions, feel free to throw them down. There's obviously still a little bit of rotation going on down here. You can tell right in here, but we'll watch it. Like I said, the warning expires here in let's see, at 7:15. So in about 7 minutes or so. So in 7 minutes, this thing is going to expire. Like I said, not only is a tornado a possibility out of this, but we could see hail instances of maybe up to 3/4 of an inch. Definitely a possibility here. So we'll see what happens with this. Like I said, I hope nothing happens. I hope everything is okay. And we're just going to continue giving you guys the latest coverage, giving you the best information that you can possibly get here. Because, like I said, live time updates is crucial when it comes to these type of events. Let's go and say, what's up, Jason? Welcome to the live stream. Is Arkansas getting severe weather? That is a very good question. So right now, obviously right now you're on the back end of this cold front. So right now, no. But in the future, like I said, we'll discuss the Storm Prediction Center here in a second. So today, no. For tomorrow, I don't think it's expected either. Let me actually double make sure on this. Yeah, tomorrow is not expected. But for the day after tomorrow, southern Arkansas might see severe weather. Move on to day 4. Yeah. So you might see some the day after tomorrow, as well as on Monday and Tuesday of next week. Like I said, there is a day 7 and day 8 risk for severe weather here. So for Monday and Tuesday. So nothing immediate. But stay tuned, because like I said, there is a developing situation here down the line here for Tuesday, for Monday and Tuesday, which might deliver severe weather across Arkansas. So let's see what's going on here. So obviously, like I said, guys, we do have this tornado warning that is in effect here. It will be in effect here for another 5 minutes unless they decide to re-extend the warning here, and another one might be replacing it. We'll see what happens. We'll see what their call is. Like I said, this is just northeast of Dade City here, south of Webster. Tracking its way here to the northeast. Like I said, not only is a tornado going to be a possible scenario, but we could see hail, maybe hail instances up to 3/4 of an inch being possible. And like I said, just northeast of that, there is a severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect here for Claremont, bits of Leesburg as well. You are inside of this, as well as Tavers. Currently in effect. And like I said, this will be in effect here for essentially 7:45. So we still have about 34 minutes to go before this is canceled. So we are seeing a possibility of maybe 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, as well as maybe up to 1-inch hail being possible. So we're going to watch that. But obviously right now, all of our eyes are right here on this tornado warning we do have in effect. Right here is where the rotation is located. Like I said before, guys, if you do not know how to read this product, it's pretty easy to understand. I'm going to go ahead and do a small little briefing and show you this. Like I said, the radar is just southwest, right here, just south of Tampa. This is right there, and the warning is just northeast of the radar. So that means that if you're looking at it from the warning perspective, the radar is to the southwest. So what's happening is basically the green is showing all the air that is moving its way towards the radar. Like I said, the radar is to the southwest here. So all the air is moving its way towards the radar. And the red is showing that the winds are moving away from the radar. So you can see this tight, compacted area here right there. This is basically showing that there's a tight area here of winds moving towards and away from the radar, which is signifying that there might be some rotation kicking off inside the storm. And that's what I said. Like, there's a tornado warning in effect here. And this rotation, like I said, this is about to move its way out of the polygon here. It's on the eastern side of the warning where the rotation is. But obviously, this is scanning up in the atmosphere. This can obviously change as you lower in elevation. So the tornado could be over here. And not directly under where we see the rotation here. So we'll see what happens here if they decide to re-extend the warning, because this does expire here in about 3 minutes or so. But the warning is still in effect, and you should obviously still be in your shelters. And then I do notice that, like we said, they do have that severe thunderstorm warning that is in place here, just to the northeast of this. And they also did include that tornado possible tag. I don't know if you guys can see it, but right here where I am highlighting, right there, on the left side of my screen, it says tornado possible. This is basically just to give you an extra heads up that severe weather today could possibly, or this storm in particular, has the possibility of producing a few tornadoes being possible. Like I said, tornadoes can rapidly develop out of these severe storms, in which that is the possibility here. So guys, please stay safe, and obviously you know that I'm here for you, and if you have any questions, guys, throw them down in the chat here, and I will gladly answer them for you guys, because right now is a time of where you need information. I mean, obviously right now there's tornado warning going on, with some heavy rotation that was going on here. You know, the rotation becoming a lot more unpredictable, it looks like at the moment. You know, the latest scan here, I mean, obviously is still showing some heavy rotation here. It's starting to move its way out of the polygon region, just on the eastern side. And that's what we're seeing. We're going to see if they're going to issue that warning again, because this literally expires here in about 1 minute and 30 seconds or so. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what they do here. But right now, just that one warning's in effect, and obviously there's that severe thunderstorm warning just to the northeast of this storm. So that is what we are seeing, guys. So stay safe. And like I said, guys, if you are new to the channel, do me a favor, consider hitting that subscribe button. It'd be greatly appreciated. I really do appreciate all your support. You guys are the best. So thank you all so much here. And like I said, if you are just now joining us, guys, we are currently dealing with a tornado warning that's in effect here, as well as a severe thunderstorm warning just to the northeast of it. There goes my camera. And like I said before, guys, if there's something that, basically, if you guys are new to the channel, something that you guys are going to realize is that my camera loves to give out a lot. I'm not exactly sure why it does this. I don't think it's my camera, considering video chats and stuff like that work fine, but that's something you're going to have to see here, is that my camera loves to cut out a lot. So something we're going to have to get used to. I need to figure it out. So there you go. As you just saw, the tornado warning has now been canceled, but we should still watch the storm because, I mean, obviously, like I said, these storms can easily recycle, and this thing could definitely still pose a possible tornado threats here. Like I said, the severe thunderstorm warning here is showing also a tornado being possible, okay, because this is the same storm that had that warning here. Obviously, the rotation is still going on. There is still a bit of rotation. So we're going to see if they issue or reissue that tornado warning. It's a possible scenario. It's a possible outcome. So we'll see. We'll see exactly what happens here in regard to that. Obviously, it looks like there's some pretty heavy ice crystals going on up in the atmosphere here. Kind of those areas here where you start to see that pink and purples and almost the blue shaded color here. This is where radar is actually scanning some ice inside the upper atmosphere, right where the storm's at. That's showing that there's a lot of ice crystals, probably a lot of friction going on between those ice crystals, which makes a lot of lightning. So there might be a lot of lightning generation going on with this system right now. So we'll see. We'll see what this does. But like I said, guys, right now there is no tornado warning in effect anymore, which is obviously good, but there is still some cells popping off here. So I'll tell you what. We're going to go ahead, guys, and look at the Storm Prediction Center in regard to things. We're going to turn off the radar view here for 1 second. And we're going to go over here to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. So we're going to take a look here at the overall outlook here for today and to basically the next 8 days. Because like I said, they've really kicked it off here. And it's pretty rare what they've done. Because, you know, like we were saying here, like Lava was saying, they've only done this 6 times and issuing that far out for day 8. That is very, very far out. That's over a week away, and obviously confidence is kind of hard to find across those areas there. So today's severe threat, we have a slight risk, severe threat level 2 out of 5 in effect here for the areas here in yellow. This does include Orlando, Tampa, Sarasota, bits of Cape Coral, as well as Daytona Beach and Spring Hill. You guys are inside of this. Now there is the severe threat level 1 out of 5 across the dark green here in Florida, as well as basically bits of central and southern Alabama, as well as southern Mississippi. That is, if you guys are in the dark green and in the yellow, you have a severe threat for today. Now in regard to tomorrow, there is a small severe threat. You know, the lowest end of the severe threat, 1 out of 5, like I said, but it does cover a pretty large area here across Florida, bits of southeastern Alabama, bits of Georgia, South Carolina, as well as southern North Carolina here. Like I said, the dark green here is the area of where severe weather is expected here for tomorrow. So then, like I said, today is Tuesday, tomorrow is Wednesday, so now we move on to Thursday. So Thursday will be day 3 here. Now, we do have a marginal risk that is in effect here for bits of southern Delaware, bits of southeastern Virginia, central and eastern North Carolina, as well as northeastern South Carolina going on here, as well as the slight risk, severe threat level 2 out of 5. The greatest threat is right here across the yellow. This does include bits of Mississippi, Louisiana, as well as eastern Texas here. So this is the slight risk that is in effect. This is the severe weather threat for Thursday. Now we move on to Friday. Now Friday also does have a severe weather threat. Now you notice there is no dark green with this one. Basically, they don't issue the marginal risk out this far. But there is a 15% chance of seeing severe weather, which is basically equivalent to a slight risk in effect here. That's in effect 4 basically bits to the southeast. So this is for Friday. Into Saturday, there's not really expected for Saturday. For Sunday, on the other hand, Sunday nothing. Monday, large 15% chance across the southern plains. So another chance for severe weather here kicking off. And then we move into the final day 8 outlook. There is a threat. Day 8. This is for Tuesday of next week. The fact that they've issued, like I said, this is very, very rare for the National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center to do this. This has rarely been done, and that's just showing you how much confidence we have in the possibility this could become pretty bad. So we're gonna watch this. Like I said, over the next several days, we are expecting severe weather to occur, and so we're gonna have to continue monitoring this very, very closely in regard to see what happens here. So that's what we're looking at, guys. That's what we're paying attention to in regard to things here. So we're gonna go ahead and turn off the convective alex and mesoscale discussions. We're gonna bring back up the radar view in regard to things, and we're gonna take a look here back at the warning that we do have in effect here. So obviously that tornado warning is no longer in place here at the moment. However, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect here for Groveland. That's in effect here until another 25 minutes. So this does expire here at 7:45. So for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts being a possibility, as well as 1-inch hail. Basically quarter-size hail being a possibility as well. So that is, we are seeing here, this, like I said, this is just west here of Orlando. Orlando is just east here of this current warning. But anyways, guys, that's essentially what we are dealing with here at the moment. So I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and go on break here for about 10 minutes or so. So hang tight, guys. Go get yourself a snack. Go get yourself something to drink. We'll be back here momentarily. Like I said, we're just going to take a small break here, about 10 minutes. So if you guys have any questions, I'll still be active in chat for you guys. There goes my camera again. I'll still be active in chat for you guys if you have any further questions. If you guys do want to support the channel, we do have our donation link in the description as well as in the chat. It'll be greatly appreciated, guys. It'll help us basically get better equipment, give you all better coverages and stuff. I really do appreciate all your guys' support. Thank you all just so much for being here today. It's greatly appreciated, and I hope that you guys are staying safe. So, guys, we'll be back here in about 5-10 minutes or so, so hang tight, guys. We'll be back here momentarily.
Coastal waters forecast for the following: Appalachia Bay or coastal waters from Keaton Beach to Ocklawahamie River, coastal waters from Ocklawahamie River to Apalachicola, waters from Swamee River to Apalachicola, Florida extending from 20 to 60 nautical miles, coastal waters from Okaloosa, Walton County line to Mexico Beach out to 20 nautical miles, coastal waters from Mexico Beach to Apalachicola out to 20 nautical miles, waters from Okaloosa, Walton County line to Mexico Beach 20 to 60 nautical miles, and waters from Mexico Beach to Apalachicola 20 to 60 nautical miles. Small craft advisory in effect until 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time or 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening. Tonight, southeast winds around 20 knots becoming southwest 15 knots after midnight. Seas 3 to 5 feet with occasional seas up to 6 feet. Dominant period 5 seconds. Protected waters a moderate chop. Patchy fog near the coast. Chance of showers and thunderstorms. Wednesday, southwest winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 2 to 4 feet. Dominant period 5 seconds. Protected waters a moderate chop. Patchy fog near the coast in the morning. Chance of showers and slight chance of thunderstorms in the morning. Wednesday night, west winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 2 to 4 feet. Dominant period 5 seconds. Protected waters a light chop. Thursday, west winds 5 to 10 knots becoming south 10 knots in the afternoon. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Dominant period 5 seconds. Protected waters a light chop. Thursday night, southeast winds 15 knots. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Dominant period 4 seconds. Protected waters a light chop. Friday, south winds 20 knots. Seas 3 to 5 feet with occasional seas up to 6 feet. Dominant period 5 seconds. Protected waters choppy. Showers with a chance of thunderstorms. Friday night, southwest winds 15 to 20 knots becoming west early in the morning. Seas 3 to 5 feet with occasional seas up to 6 feet. Dominant period 5 seconds. Protected waters choppy. Chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Saturday, northwest winds 15 to 20 knots. Seas 3 to 5 feet with occasional seas up to 6 feet. Dominant period 6 seconds. Protected waters a moderate chop. Slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Saturday night, north winds 15 to 20 knots. Seas 2 to 4 feet. Dominant period 5 seconds. Protected waters a moderate chop. Slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Sunday, northeast winds 15 knots. Seas 2 to 4 feet. Protected waters a moderate chop. The surf zone forecast general outlook. Increased surf and strong onshore flow this afternoon will lead to a high risk of rip currents at area breaches. Surf heights will generally be around 2 to 4 feet. Widespread showers are forecast along with a slight chance for thunderstorms through the afternoon. Based on communication with area beach officials, the following flags are flying at area beaches: Walton, Red Bay, Red State Park Gulf Beaches, Red West facing Gulf Beaches, Red South facing Gulf Beaches, Red Franklin, Red. Tide information for Tuesday, March 15, 2022. St. Mark's River entrance. High 12:59 a.m., low 7:54 a.m., high 2:21 p.m., low 7:50 p.m. Apalachicola. High 1:38 a.m., low 9:53 a.m., high 4:55 p.m., low 9:39 p.m. St. Andrews Bay at Panama City. Low 6:27 a.m., high 9:23 p.m. Note that the times of high and low tide are 3 minutes earlier at Shell Point than at the St. Mark's River entrance. The average water temperature at Destin was 64.7 degrees. The average water temperature at Apalachicola was 62.6 degrees. Sunrise and sunset in Tallahassee. March 15, 2022, sunrise 7:47 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, sunset 7:46 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. You are listening to NOAA weather radio station KIH-24 in Tallahassee, Florida, operating 24 hours a day on a frequency of 162.40 megahertz. This broadcast originates from your National Weather Service office in Tallahassee, Florida. The latest weather and forecast information can also be accessed by calling our automated forecast line at 850-942-8851. The current time is 7:25 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. These are the 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time conditions. At the Tallahassee Airport, it was cloudy. The temperature was 61 degrees. The wind was east at 10 miles an hour. At Florida State University, the temperature was 61 degrees. The wind was east at 10 miles an hour. At Apalachicola, it was cloudy. The temperature was 64 degrees. The wind was east at 12 miles an hour. At Panama City Northwest, it was cloudy. The temperature was 62 degrees. The wind was east at 10 miles an hour. At Dothan, rain and fog were reported. The temperature was 61 degrees. The wind was southeast at 7 miles an hour. At Albany, it was cloudy. The temperature was 65 degrees. The wind was southeast at 14 miles an hour. At Valdosta, light rain was falling. The temperature was 62 degrees. The wind was east at 9 miles an hour. Over the marine area, Keaton Beach had east winds at 60 knots. Cedar Key had northeast winds at 9 knots. Sea Tower had southeast winds at 70 knots. At the buoys south of Apalachicola, winds were southeast at 19 knots. At the buoys south of Panama City, winds were south at 8 knots, and seas were 6 feet. At the buoys south of Pensacola, winds were southwest at 6 knots. The forecast for the local area. Tonight, showers and slight chance of thunderstorms early in the evening, then showers likely and slight chance of thunderstorms in the late evening and overnight. Areas of fog late in the night. Lows around 60. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 90%. Wednesday, mostly cloudy in the morning then clearing. Areas of fog in the morning. A 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-70s. Southwest winds up to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday night, mostly clear. A 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Lows in the lower 50s. Southwest winds up to 10 miles per hour. Thursday, mostly sunny. Highs in the upper 70s. Southwest winds up to 5 miles per hour. Thursday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-50s. South winds up to 5 miles per hour in the evening becoming light. Friday, mostly cloudy. chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then rain showers likely and chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 70s. Chance of precipitation 70%. Friday night, mostly cloudy. Showers likely and chance of thunderstorms in the evening, then slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Lows in the upper 50s. Chance of precipitation 70%. Saturday, mostly sunny with a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-70s. Saturday night, cooler. Partly cloudy. A 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Lows in the upper 40s. Sunday, sunny. Highs in the mid-70s. Sunday night, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 40s. Monday, sunny. Highs in the upper 70s. Monday night, mostly clear in the evening, then becoming mostly cloudy. Lows in the upper 50s. Tuesday, partly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. The coastal waters forecast for the following: Appalachia Bay or coastal waters from Keaton Beach to Ocklawahnee River, coastal waters from Ocklawahnee River to Apalachicola, waters from Swamee River to Apalachicola, Florida extending from 20 to 60 nautical miles, coastal waters from Okaloosa, Walton County line to Mexico Beach out to 20 nautical miles, coastal waters from Mexico Beach to Apalachicola out to 20 nautical miles, waters from Okaloosa, Walton County line to Mexico Beach 20 to 60 nautical miles, and waters from Mexico Beach to Apalachicola 20 to 60 nautical miles. Small craft advisory in effect until 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening. Tonight, southeast winds around 20 knots becoming southwest 50 knots after midnight. Seas 3 to 5 feet with occasional seas up to 6 feet. Dominant period 5 seconds. Protected waters a moderate chop. Patchy fog near the coast. Chance of showers and thunderstorms. Wednesday, southwest winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 2 to 4 feet. Dominant period 5 seconds. Protected waters a moderate chop. Patchy fog near the coast in the morning. Chance of showers and slight chance of thunderstorms in the morning. Wednesday night, west winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 2 to 4 feet. Dominant period 5 seconds. Protected waters a light chop. Thursday, west winds 5 to 10 knots becoming south 10 knots in the afternoon. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Dominant period 5 seconds. Protected waters a light chop. Thursday night, southeast winds 15 knots. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Dominant period 4 seconds. Protected waters a light chop. Friday, south winds 20 knots. Seas 3 to 5 feet with occasional seas up to 6 feet. Dominant period 5 seconds. Protected waters choppy. Showers with a chance of thunderstorms. Friday night, southwest winds 15 to 20 knots becoming west early in the morning. Seas 3 to 5 feet with occasional seas up to 6 feet. Dominant period 5 seconds. Protected waters choppy. Chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Saturday, northwest winds 15 to 20 knots. Seas 3 to 5 feet with occasional seas up to 6 feet. Dominant period 6 seconds. Protected waters a moderate chop. Slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Saturday night, north winds 15 to 20 knots. Seas 2 to 4 feet. Dominant period 5 seconds. Protected waters a moderate chop. Slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Sunday, northeast winds 15 knots. Seas 2 to 4 feet. Protected waters a moderate chop. The Tallahassee Climate Summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., March 15, 2022. Today's high temperature of 68 degrees occurred at noon. This high was 6 degrees below the normal high of 74. Today's low temperature of 56 degrees occurred at 2:21 a.m. This low was 8 degrees above the normal low of 48. 0.85 inches of precipitation fell today, which brings the monthly total to 3.76 inches. This is 0.92 inches above the normal amount of 2.84 inches for March. The total precipitation for the year now stands at 9.38 inches, which is 2.15 inches below normal. The normal high temperature for tomorrow is 74 degrees, and the normal low is 49. The record high for tomorrow is 89, which occurred in 2016, and the record low is 24, which occurred in 1988. Sunset tonight is at 7:46 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 7:46 a.m. The surf zone forecast general outlook: increased surf and strong onshore flow this afternoon will lead to a high risk of rip currents at area breaches. Surf heights will generally be around 2 to 4 feet. Widespread showers are forecast along with a slight chance for thunderstorms through the afternoon. Based on communication with area beach officials, the following flags are flying at area beaches: Walton, Red Bay, Red State Park Gulf Beaches, Red West facing Gulf Beaches, Red South facing Gulf Beaches, Red Franklin, Red. Tide information for Tuesday, March 15, 2022. St. Mark's River entrance. High 12:59 a.m., low 7:54 a.m., high 2:21 p.m., low 7:50 p.m. Apalachicola. High 1:38 a.m., low 9:53 a.m., high 4:55 p.m., low 9:39 p.m. St. Andrews Bay at Panama City. Low 6:27 a.m., high 9:23 p.m. Note that the times of high and low tide are 3 minutes earlier at Shell Point than at the St. Mark's River entrance. The average water temperature at Destin was 64.7 degrees. The average water temperature at Apalachicola was 62.6 degrees. Sunrise and sunset in Tallahassee. March 15, 2022, sunrise 7:47 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, sunset 7:46 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. You're listening to NOAA weather radio station KIH-24 in Tallahassee, Florida, operating 24 hours a day on a frequency of 162.40 megahertz. This broadcast originates from your National Weather Service office in Tallahassee, Florida. The latest weather and forecast information can also be accessed by calling our automated forecast line at 850-942-8851. The current time is 7:35 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. These are the 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time conditions. At the Tallahassee Airport, it was cloudy. The temperature was 61 degrees. The wind was east at 10 miles an hour. At Florida State University, the temperature was 61 degrees. The wind was east at 10 miles an hour. At Apalachicola, it was cloudy. The temperature was 64 degrees. The wind was east at 12 miles an hour. At Panama City Northwest, it was cloudy. The temperature was 62 degrees. The wind was east at 10 miles an hour. At Dothan, rain and fog were reported. The temperature was 61 degrees. The wind was southeast at 7 miles an hour. At Albany,
Alrighty, guys, we are now back here. Sorry for the wait. We actually do have a new tornado warning that just now got issued for that same storm that we were monitoring a little bit ago. And like I said, guys, it would not be surprising if that did actually just happen. And indeed, it just now did. So we're going to go ahead, guys, and take a look here at the current radar view. Obviously, there is that new tornado warning that just now got issued here just west of Orlando. This is in effect here for Claremont. Bits of... yeah, we're starting to get a pretty nice looking hook on this one as well. So I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and freeze it to the last frame here. Obviously, like I said, we have the tornado warning that is now in effect here. This does include bits of Claremont as well as Groveland. Like I said, just west here of Oakland and west, ultimately here of Orlando. This is tracking its way here to the northeast. So we're going to see what happens. It's literally not too far away from Orlando, but it is to the west of it. Like I said, this is tracking its way. It's mostly likely going to dodge its way through Orlando. What it looks like here. Obviously, you can see the storm is tracking its way here away from the general area here of Orlando. But obviously, like I said, that latest frame here, we're starting to get a little bit of a hooking motion going on here. So I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and take a look here at velocity. Wow. Okay, there's actually a bit of rotation that's currently kicking off with this storm relative. So there's obviously a little bit of rotation currently ongoing with this storm. Jonathan says, hey, I'm back also. What's up, Jonathan? Welcome back. So we are actually seeing some rotation going on with this. Okay, we're going to need to watch this pretty close. We're going to see if this actually does do anything here. Just hope it doesn't, but we're going to watch this pretty close. Like I said, there is also a severe thunderstorm warning here in effect as well. But obviously all of our eyes here at the moment is on this tornado warning. There's obviously some pretty strong rotation going on right here. If I can go ahead and circle it. Right there is where there is some pretty heavy rotation going on. So like I said, the radars is basically showing winds move its way towards the radar here and which way it went away from the radar. So there's a pretty tight area here of rotation going on. At the moment, I'll tell you what, we can obviously even switch this to KMLB. I don't know if that would be a better alternative, but let's look at KMLB. We'll see what this radar shows. Actually, it's a little bit worse data. Okay. Yeah, let's move back to the one here, KTBW, near Tampa. Just east here of St. Petersburg. So we'll look at this one here. Obviously, there's there's obviously some rotation going on here, which this is going to need to be monitored, obviously. Gonna see what happens here. I'll keep on peeking here at that correlation coefficient because, obviously this thing can happen in one frame, and obviously there could be a tornado on here. Let's go and see here. Maple says another tornado warning with the same storm that was made a warning 50 minutes ago. Yep, that's what we're dealing with here. Like I said, it's very possible that these things can quickly recycle, in which that is the case with this one. Definitely something we should not take lightly here. But yeah, we'll see what goes on here. So that severe thunderstorm warning that we have in effect here will expire here in 5 minutes. It will expire at 7:45 for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail, being up to 1 inch in diameter, being expected here. Now, obviously, there is a bit of ice crystals that are being detected from the radar view here. This is not debris. Yeah, this is not debris, just letting you know. But obviously, there is some pretty nasty rotation that's going on with this storm here. Obviously, there's rotations going on right here. It's kind of lacking the outbounds a little bit. The wind's moving its way towards or away from the radar here is starting to kind of lack out. But obviously, right in there, that's where our rotation's located. That's where we're going to be monitoring here for a possible tornado. All right, now there's nothing on correlation coefficient right under the velocity scan. Which is basically showing that there is not a confirmed tornado yet, according to radar anyways. But like I said, guys, it really has to actually hit something before it starts showing up on correlation coefficient, because it could be on the ground right now. It really could, and just not have hit anything, which doesn't allow for that spike to go out. Maple says rotations also indicated on TMCO radar. I think that's an airport radar here. I don't know if I can access that radar here on this program. First of all, I even got to find that radar. I can pull it up here on my phone here. My phone's about to die. I have a 5%. Let's see, TMCO. Yeah, it is showing it a little bit, but this radar that we're looking at now has the best view of it. This one's obviously showing some pretty tight rotation going on here. Just south here of Groveland. This is tracking its way here to the northeast towards, it's moving directly towards Claremont at the moment. Obviously, like I said, there is some rotation, and the radar is to the southwest, a little bit further down this way. To the southwest, and basically, like I said before, these green basically shows that air moving its way towards the radar view, and the red does the opposite, showing it moving its way away from the radar view. So obviously, that you can imagine those tightly together. It's basically showing that there is likely some rotation going on, which is very, very much likely the case, and which is actually happening here. So like I said, the rotation's going on right here just south of Groveland, tracking its way here to the northeast, towards Claremont. Now what we can do is keep on peeking at the correlation coefficient here, because if there's any debris that gets kicked up, it's going to show up on here. And let's just hope that that's not the case. Let's just hope that it stays like that and not actually, not actually doing things like that, because obviously that would mean that there's likely a damaging tornado on the ground, but there's no indicators yet, or at least in regard to radar. I mean, obviously, like I said, right now there is still some pretty strong rotation kicking off here. So guys, the severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect here for Groveland, Claremont, as well as bits of these areas here will expire here in 1 minute. So this is about to cancel at 7:45. A little bit more than a minute left. And then the tornado warning here has about 15 minutes to go before it's canceled here. So, like I said, about a minute now until the severe thunderstorm warning is canceled. About 50 seconds until this is canceled here, and obviously we have tornado warning still in effect here for about 15 minutes, 16 minutes. So we're gonna see what happens here, guys, and hopefully it backs back up, because obviously it's the last thing we want here. Is that a new scan? There's obviously some very tight rotation going on right there. There's no debris ball yet, which is good. I just hope it stays like that. So the warning here, the severe thunderstorm warning, is about to expire in about 15 seconds. You'll see the yellow polygon disappear here as soon as this timer runs out. In about 8 seconds now, which will also mark 15 minutes for this tornado warning to expire. All right, here we go. Okay, severe thunderstorm warning has now been canceled. Now the tornado warning will be in effect here for another 15 minutes. And there is still some rotation going on here. This is obviously still showing a possibility of a tornado could touch down here. Just due to the rotation. At this point, we're just kind of waiting on these next frames to come through. But obviously right now, from what we're seeing, we are seeing some pretty daggone strong rotation going on here. Basically just between, just south here of Groveland and south of Claremont. Like I said, just southeast here of Groveland, and just southwest of Claremont is right here where this rotation is located, right there. So the latest scan just came out here. There's obviously still a little bit of rotation going on here, but there's nothing on correlation coefficient. That is good. Which is hope. Like I said, let's just hope it stays like that, because obviously that is that would not be good. And what you do actually see here on the correlation coefficient or the view here, is this big old long line. This is a hail spike. You can see that the radar, the beam, it scans its way through, and it's just detecting ice crystals in the atmosphere. That's way up in the atmosphere. So that's basically showing that there is a lot of likely friction going on between those ice crystals, which builds up static electricity charges, and then ultimately builds up that energy to allow for lightning to hit, allow for a lot of lightning. So there's possibly a lot of lightning going on with this as well. And I do think there's a way that we can look at this here. So let's look at lightning density. Let's take a look at lightning density and see what we're dealing with here. I might need to turn off the radar view for a second. Okay, nothing's on here. Okay, apparently it's not really showing up here. Okay, but that is what we are seeing, guys. Let's go and turn back up the radar view. Apparently I was being stupid, not wanting to load. It is what it is. So like I said, guys, tornado warning expires here in 12 minutes now. Let's go ahead and go down to 0.5 scan. Yeah, you can see right here. I mean, this is some very, very tight rotation going on. Right there. This is like literally the middle part of the rotation. And the overall rotation is going like something like this. And obviously what's showing right here could obviously displace itself towards the surface. That's something that I want to let you guys know. Is that this is just where the height that the radar is scanning. The rotation can change. It can, definitely change where the area is at. Just around in this area here. Around in there is where that rotation is located. Like I said, this is near, just basically just southeast here of Groveton. Just southwest of Claremont. So let's hope that nothing happens here. We'll go and pull up correlation coefficient. Nothing yet still. Nothing yet. It's good. At least on radar view. Like I said, this can obviously change with... this can obviously change here. Okay, here we go. KDP, we got a whole bunch of products I didn't even realize we had here, which is good. Percent severe hail. MEHS, max expected hail size. Cool. Okay. Okay, still some rotation kicking off here, guys. And like I said, this is moving its way directly towards Clermont. And if you know anyone who lives there, like I said, this is literally just west here of Orlando. I mean, Orlando is literally right here. This is literally just west. I'd say at least 20, 30 miles or so. 20, 30 miles west here of Orlando is where this rotation's kicking off. Latest scan just now came out. There's some nasty scans going on here. Guys, please be safe. And obviously, like I said, you should still be inside of your shelters right now. Should not take this serious, or you should not take this not seriously. Or, you should take it very serious. Like I said, even if you've been in tornado warnings before and you're like, oh, they never drop tornadoes. That's the thing. It just takes one to do it, guys. And they issue this for a reason. They issue this for your safety, and you should definitely respect it. And if you are in the warning, you should be in your shelters until further notice, until the warning is issued, or just if you follow us, guys, and you'll know when it's issued, because I'll let you know when it's safe to come out of your shelters. But right now, you still should be in your shelters for at least 9 minutes. That's if they don't reissue the warning here, which is a possible scenario, because like I said, about an hour before this warning goes out, there was another tornado warning that was out just near Dade City. So this storm did recycle and did re-show that there's a possibility of tornadic cell we're dealing with here. And obviously this is still possible tornadic, so we're gonna need to watch this closer. But like I said, guys, if you're on your channel, guys, do me a favor. Consider hitting that subscribe button. It will help us out greatly. We're literally almost here at 550 subs, guys. So I just want to go ahead and say thank you all so much for your support. You guys are the best. And if you could, guys, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It'd be greatly appreciated. So rotation's still going on here, just southwest of Clermont, southeast of Groveland. Right between those two towns. Right in there is where your rotation's at. Like I said, guys, if you have any questions, that I'm here for y'all, and then I will be here for you guys, because obviously your guys' safety is the number one concern here, and we're gonna be giving you all the latest information here. There goes my camera. My camera decided it wants to cut out. Definitely not the first time it's done that. If you guys have been around here for a while, you guys would definitely notice. Okay, we're back. This is literally the only warning we have out here. Obviously, there's obviously some pretty big ice crystals in there as well, which is why it's showing up here in the pinks, purples, and kind of that darkish, almost black color. That's showing that there's some ice crystals that's likely up here in the atmosphere, and the radar's scanning it. Like I said, this could honestly cause some lightning to occur as well, which is likely going on here at the moment. Okay, so this tornado warning here expires in 5 minutes. So we have until 8 o'clock until this is expired here. 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Central, if you guys are following along. If you guys are just now joining us, welcome. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Hope you guys are staying safe here. And we're going to be here for you guys for a little bit longer here. Once this warning expires, we're probably going to head off for tonight. Probably around 8 o'clock tonight. I wanted to stream a little bit earlier just to tell you guys that we have this severe threat here for the next while. That's what we're saying here. For the next, pretty much for 6 days, we are expecting severe weather to occur. Today being Tuesday, tomorrow being Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, yes, Saturday, no, Sunday, no, Monday, yes, and Tuesday, yes. I think I got that right. I want to double check just to make sure here. So let's do that real quick. Storm prediction sitter here for day 1. So if you're in the dark green and yellow, you have a severe threat for today. Tomorrow, if you're in the dark green, you have a severe threat for tomorrow. Lowest threat. Day 3, if you're in the dark green and especially the yellow, you have that here. Day 4, there's that 15% chance. Day 5. There's no chance. Day 6, there's no chance. Day 7, there's that chance, and day 8, there's that chance. So, 6 days of severe weather is on the way, you guys. So we're gonna need to monitor this. They just got an extension, new warning, now been issued. But I tell you what, guys, we're gonna go ahead and call it a live stream here. If you guys are in tornado warning, obviously you should still be in your shelters. Maple says warning extended. Yeah. So guys, please stay safe. This does include Oakland, bits of the regions here, just basically just east of Clermont. This is currently where the rotation's going on, just south of that. So guys, please stay safe. I tell you what, guys. Into Winter Garden. Okay. So guys, we're gonna go ahead. This does include Winter Garden as well as Oakland. So y'all, please stay safe. If you have any further questions, feel free to contact us on social media as well as the. As well as once this live stream does go public, if you have any further questions, you can put the comments down there. Tell you what, guys, we're going to go ahead and head off here for tonight. Sorry they're cutting it off a little bit early here. It's just I got a few things I do need to get done here. So stay safe. Like I said, if you are in a warning, definitely you should take action based off of it. But guys, thank you all so much for joining here tonight. And guys, I hope to see you all here tomorrow for our next stream. But anyways, guys, thank you guys absolutely so much for watching. Sorry that we're cutting it a little bit early here. And guys, we'll catch you all here in the next one. If you're on the channel, guys, consider hitting that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated. We're on the road here to 550. We're almost there, guys. I believe we can do it. So thank you guys so much for all your support. You guys are the best. Always know that. And if you guys do want to support the channel, our link will still be active even after the live stream. So if you guys do want to support the channel, be greatly appreciated. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching us. And we'll be back here for tomorrow for our latest update. See you later, guys. Hope you have a wonderful night.
Showers with a chance of thunderstorms. Friday night, southwest winds 15 to 20 knots becoming west early in the morning. Seas 3 to 5 feet with occasional seas up to 6 feet.